The problem is sometimes we have image that lacks textures. Here's how you can get realistic textures and how you can easily fix that problem. So the first step of fixing that problem is to come to your Photoshop and just create a square folder and fill it with 50% gray. So just make sure your width is on 128 and your height is on 128. Your resolution is on 72 and your bit is on 8 bits. You're using RGB. And for your background content, just click on this place right here and just use my settings right here. Make sure this place is on 50% gray. So you can see my RGB is on 128, 128, 128, and my black is on 50%. So just use this volume right here, and you're going to get 50% gray, and click on OK. Now just click on Create. Alright. Now next what we're going to do is to come to your filter right here, and just click on Filter Gallery right here. Now after that, just come to your texture, click on Texture, and click on Texturize right here. Once you click on Texturize, make sure your texture is on sandstone, and you can choose to increase the scaling or leave it to 100 if you want. And for the relief, if you take your relief all the way up, it means how intense you want the texture to be, and if you take it down, it means the texture is going to be less intense. So I typically use between 4 to 11, so I'm just going to use 7 for the sake of this tutorial. And for the light right here, just make sure the position of the light is coming from the position where the original light is coming from for the image. Now if you look at the image you are working on, you can see the light is coming from the top right. So I'm going to click on top right because that's where the light is coming from. The image, it might be the bottom, it might be the left, or it might be the top. So just click on where the light is coming from and select it from this light right here. And after that, just click on OK. Now next what we're going to do is to come to your edit and just come to your define pattern right here. Now just rename your pattern with something you can remember. So I'm just going to rename this one top right light, so I can know where the light is coming from, and click on OK. You can see the pattern has been saved right here. Now just go back to the image you are going to be working on, and this time just click on this adjustment layer right here and just click on pattern and click on this drop down icon right here, and just look for the pattern which you just created, which is this one right here. And from here, you can choose to scale it even more if you want, or you can choose to reduce the scale if you want from here. I think I'm just going to scale it up with about 110 and click on OK. Now it's time to blend the pattern to your image. All you have to do is come to your blend mode option right here and change it from normal to soft light, or you can use vivid light, overlay, whichever one works for your image. But soft light works for me. I'm going to click on soft light, and if I just zoom in, you can see the textures on the image. So this is our before and this is our after. Now you can see we have the textures on the image, but it's looking flat, and we don't want it to look flat. We want it to be more realistic. So here's how you can do that. I'm just going to right click on the pattern layer like this and just rasterize the layer. Now the reason why I rasterize this layer is because I want to use liquify to just push in and bring out the texture just to make it blend with the original image. Alright, so I'll come to my filter, I'll come to liquify. So once I come to liquify, make sure your show backdrop is selected, and make sure use is on all layer, and just reduce the opacity so you can see the image and the background and the pattern at the same time. Alright, now just pick your forward warp tool and increase your brush size and push the texture layer inside just to make it more realistic and not look flat, just to change the pattern and just make the pattern more realistic like that. You don't have to be precise about this, just play with your liquify and just change the shape of the texture just to make it blend with the original image like that. Okay, and also with your blot tool, if you want to bring out the texture to make the texture more visible, just pick your blot tool and just paint on where you want to push out on the textures. Alright, so let's take the cheek right here. I'm just going to paint on it just to bring those parts out like that. And also with this poker tool, you can just click on the eyes just to reduce the textures on the eyes like this, and just click on OK once you are done. So you really don't have to be precise. So you can see the before and the after. It's looking more realistic right now, the before and the after. Now, next what I want to do is to remove it from the black part of the image. As you can see, the nose right here, I want to remove the textures from the nose and this dark part of the eyes. We don't really want the textures on those particular place. So just right click on the texture layer and just click on blending option. And once the blending option open, just come to your underline layer and just move the black slider like this a little bit and just hold alternate, click on it to split it and just move one side inside like this to make it look more realistic. So if you just look at the nose, you can see the textures on the nose, but once I move it like this and I split it, you can see it's looking more natural. It's no longer there on the nose and also on the eyes as well, in the dark part of the eyes. So just click on OK once you're done. Alright, now the before and the after. Now next what we're going to do is to apply this texture only on the skin. We don't want it to be on the hair. We don't want it to be on the background. We just want it to be only on the skin. We also don't want it to be on the teeth and also on the eyes. So we just want it to be only on the skin. So to do that, just come to your layer mask and just press on Ctrl I or Command I if you're using the Mac and invert your layer mask to hide that effect. This time, pick your normal brush tool. Make sure you're using a soft round brush. Hardness is set to 0. Make sure your opacity is set to 100 and your flow is set to 30%. And make sure your foreground color is set to white. If it's on black, just click on this arrow right here to change it to white and just paint white on the skin of your image to reveal that effect like this. And when you're painting, just actually take your time to do it. You don't have to rush it. Just take your time to do it. Okay? And I'm going to paint on this part as well. Alright, I feel it's looking good like this. So let's see our before and after. So these are before and these are after. Wow. And what you can do, you can actually duplicate the layer by pressing on Ctrl J to make the effect more intense. And just come to your filter, come to your blur, come to your Gaussian blur, and just blur it to a radius of about 3 and click on OK. So you can see and just reduce the opacity. Wow. And that you can do, if you already have my action, just click on this place right here and just click on noise to add digital noise to your image. So if I just zoom in, you can see our before and after and just reduce the opacity like this. And let me just group everything like this so you can see our before and after. So these are before and these are after. You can see the skin texture is looking so realistic. Before and after. So I've already created 8 realistic skin texture for you. You have lights coming from the top, the bottom, the right and the left. So just choose on any one you want to use and just click on it and just apply it to your image. And if you want to download these skin textures, I'll be leaving the link where you can download this skin texture in the description below. Click on this video right here to watch how you can retouch your image in just one click. I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay creative.